So there's one thing that you can add to your training that can make a world of a difference. Coach Jason here from Top Line Running. Hope you're doing well. So I've noticed a lot of people reach out to me recently with points of certain points of frustration. One of the points is, I'm having a hard time, or my athletes are having a hard time turning over, right, as a distance runner, getting out kicked, and so on and so forth. They're having a hard time accelerating, taking it to the next point in workouts and races, and so on, which is a valid point of frustration. So I wanna just add something today. I encourage you to consider one thing that I incorporated training probably 2 decades ago, and I haven't stopped doing it for all my athletes. And I found it to be highly, highly successful. And again, like I said, this one thing, right, can change so much. And I encourage you to, if you're a coach or an athlete, please make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that yet. Okay, and turn on your notifications too, because I'm going to continue to put out content, and I like to put out stuff that people don't generally talk about, or people are afraid to talk about, or people don't get good answers or good intel, right? So I like to think outside the box and just think about, okay, what are the most frustrating things for athletes and coaches, and how can we put the pieces of the puzzle together to fix this or make it better? Nothing's perfect, but if we can make it better, set you off in the right direction, then I want to do that, and I want to help. That's why I encourage folks, make sure you're subbed here. Make sure your notifications are turned on, please. I don't want you to miss anything. And again, I'm also, I have a TikTok account. Access the Coach is my TikTok. So if any of you are on that platform, please make sure you follow me there too, because I talk about things on there too. So, and again, I get active dialogue with a lot of folks who mention their points of frustration. And I put out videos and content on there that I'm going to be putting out on here as well. And I'm going to go on live here more often. And I've got an Instagram, Top of the Line Running. So if you have Instagram, make sure you follow me there too, because I will be going live there as well. But everything here will be in slides, as you know. Okay, and I'm going to repeat my marathon training programs and my half marathon training programs in greater detail with some new components of training. Okay, the training is always evolving. And even my coaching is always evolving. I'm learning for athletes and other coaches. And again, the learning never stops. One of the most important parts of your personal development as a coach and athlete is education. Okay. So let's get to this. Okay. And again, you start this in the summer and the off season, right? And you continue it throughout the year. Speed development is an all year thing, like I said there. It's always that way. Okay. And there's a lot of folks that are concerned, well, is this going to make me peak too early? No, it's not going to make you peak too early. Okay. But it does help solve a lot of points of frustration for runners and coaches. And again, this is not sexy. It's not sexy, but it's 5 by 50 meter sprints. Okay. Do it twice per week. Once, let's just say it's Monday and Thursday or whatever, right? And on non-race days. Okay. You're going to do twice a week after a run. You do them on a slide uphill one day if you have the availability to do that. And then you flat sprints the other day. After a run, you walk back as recovery, and you go again 5 times. Okay. And if you do that consistently over a season or a year, you will be shocked at the progress you can make. I have distance runners. I talk about all the time. Distance runners, they go from 60 down to 54, 53 in the 400, just based on this stuff alone, before we start incorporating harder workouts. Okay. And that is a substantial area to improve around the margins. And again, basic speed development is one of the important components for everything. It's going to make you more effective at speed development. It's going to make you more effective at speed endurance, VO2 max running, threshold runs, tempo runs. And as you start progressing longer, and this is for recreational runners too, okay, or people who like to train for the half marathon and marathon, speed development is no less important for you too. Energy conservation, energy preservation, maintaining your good form at the end of these races is really, really key. When you get tired, your form starts to fall apart. Well, speed development is going to help you become more efficient. Okay, whether it's this or speed fartlek and so on and so forth, they help you become more efficient. And if you could work on accelerating while keeping your body under control, that's another important component of the training, being mechanically efficient. Okay, but it all fits into what you're doing. Okay, whether you're a coach or an athlete, whether you're a long sprinter, short sprinter, middle distance, super long distance, doesn't matter. 5 times a 50-meter sprint is a hidden gem. It's a secret weapon. Okay, and I'm shocked at how few people do it. I'm shocked. This is why I recommend it for a lot of folks. It's really, really such a valuable tool to incorporate into the training. Let's just say you run easy run on Monday and you run an easy run on Thursday. Those are the days you could plug it in. Or if you do a workout Tuesday, you could plug it in after your Wednesday run or whatever it might be. And again, obviously, if you're racing that week, or sometimes in some cases racing twice that week, then that's not a week you want to be doing this twice a week, obviously. But again, this is not going to make you peak too early. Racing too much will make you peak too early. Doing way too many workouts and racing weekly will likely make you peak too early too. It's finding a balance in your training, and this alone can be a fantastic substitute for a lot of other things. Okay, more isn't always better. Better is usually always better. Okay, and this little thing right here can improve your training significantly. So if you have any questions about it, okay, you want to know when to plug it into your training, blackbeltrunningcoach@gmail.com is my email address. You can send me an email. You can even say, hey, this is what my week of training looks like for myself and for my athletes. Where would I plug this in? And I'd be more than happy to give you some insight into how I would do it. Okay, so have a great day, everybody. If you have any questions about this, again, I'm always here. Okay, the great season. I'll talk to you next time.